he has a huge amount of influence for Sainsbury's. I mean, he's very valuable to them.
Got any sharp knives? Little whiz. Coconut milk? I was very sceptical about a relationship with any supermarket from the word go, and that's why I had the conversation with Sophia Davis and sort of got his kind of 5-year plan, really, which, if you were going to sum up, you know, what I do on telly and what I do in the books, sums it up. You know, it's not about foodies, it's not about kind of being a chef, it's much more about, you know, accessible and good ingredients.
Sceptical he may have been, but with his BBC show and Sainsbury's ads, Jamie enjoys unrivaled recognition. Was this subconscious product placement? Sainsbury's brand icon had his own BBC show.
It's very close to comfort that, because Jamie's adverts look very similar to his programme. And according to what I understand from the BBC, that's not the case, that's not how it should be. So I think maybe that relationship could be a little cosy.
Vanilla. Got some nice vanilla.
Just like Delia, Jamie would get products walking off the shelves. After one show, you couldn't buy vanilla pods for love nor money.
Start at the top with the tip of the knife. Just because I use vanilla pods, it sells out across the country. It's kind of a bit of a joke, really. I mean, I have a giggle about it when someone tells me.
You're a big vanilla fan, aren't you?
I am a vanilla.
So does Sainsbury's get a special tip-off with Jamie's TV products?
It does make a difference. And put the pod in there as well.
In the case of Jamie and ourselves, no, we don't get tipped off on what might be appearing on a programme or something. And it would not be in his interests to upset either the BBC, who have very successful programmes with him, or us, who are giving him a big commercial benefit.
But the BBC did get upset over the £2 million contract with Sainsbury's. Things ended on a sour note in February. Plans for Jamie's new BBC series were dropped. The combination of supermarket and celebrity chef has changed our relationship with food.
They made food sexy, they made it fun, they made it joy, they made it celebratory.
Instead of seeing grocery shopping and cooking as chores, the supermarkets have convinced the reserved British that buying, preparing and eating food are almost erotic pleasures.
It is like sex.
I think it's a good pulling tool if you can cook as a man. I think it's very useful, very useful.
No, you take the skin off and then wrap it. Look, like muscle. I bought the prawns. I find prawns very sensual because you've got to eat them with your hands. And I bought some dips because you can dip them in and you can suck them off.
You put this in me. So now.
Today, you can look at restaurants and tables spilling out of restaurants. You can look at the British tapping into their food with gusto and drinking their wine. Okay, it's fabulous. People talk about sex, about religion, all the taboo, politics, and they even talk about the food they eat. So that is totally new, and that is exciting.
If a lover introduces you to a food, does that like kind of turn you on when you eat it later on? Quite neat. Yeah.
I really believe that British people actually are changing, and Britishness will have to be soon redefined.
The supermarkets have helped convince us not only that we are what we eat, but we are where we shop. Each chain attempts to position itself to appeal to what it sees as its market.
But they've all got their images, haven't they? Sainsbury's has always been rather utilitarian. Waitrose has always been rather severe, but very good on quality. Safeways have always been a bit sort of, you know, bimbo. You know, here's a special offer.
Image is now much more important than the price of beans.
It has a bimbo image.
For Sainsbury's chief exec, Sir Peter Davis, it's critical he knows what his customers think. This morning he's making an unannounced visit to one of his London stores.
Customers come up to you and say either how pleased they are with something, or else there's a marvellous opportunity if they're not happy about something. So I have no idea what you're going to find today, because as far as I'm concerned, I haven't told the store I'm coming.
Okay, Kevin, sorry about it.
Sir Peter's been in the hot seat for just 2 years. taking over after a disastrous period in which Sainsbury's lost its high street supremacy to arch rivals Tesco. He's determined to fight back and believes the key to success is understanding the customer.
Surprise, surprise.
There.
How are you?
I'm fine, actually.
Good.
If the manager knew you were coming.
You wouldn't have gone on holiday?
Sainsbury's has suffered from a reputation for arrogance.
Hello, how are you?
We've come here because she couldn't find her cheese at Crayford the other day.
This morning, Sir Peter is humility personified.
Is that all?
Yes.
Oh dear. What was it she was looking for?
Our customers are value conscious, they want good value, but they're prepared to pay a little bit to get better quality or better service.
And is that the only one we had?
That was the only one she could find.
Oh dear. We'd better find someone. Right.
I think there had been some misjudgments in recent years about the Sainsbury customer and what the Sainsbury customer wanted.
Ladies and gentlemen, look at this! And this, and this! They're all part of Sainsbury's low price guarantee, and it's practically a complete secret! Because everyone here is...
For misjudgment, read catastrophe.
About it!
It was nasty, it was ugly, it harangued the consumer, it bullied them, it told them what to do, it was arrogant. It looked cheap and nasty. They'd forgotten the quality element of their brand that was so important. And you could almost see the dust on the shelves in those shops.
If you can buy this cheaper in any other supermarket, then Sainsbury's will refund twice the difference.
The campaign was awful, and Tesco seized their chance.
Yeah, I just can't decide. What have you chosen? Excuse me.
A chicken perhaps with wild mushrooms and
pesto. Had it last week. Delicious.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And then clever Tesco come along and turn it all onto the customer. And it's about the customer rather than the management, if you like, of Sainsbury's, telling you how ridiculously stupid you are not to accept that their prices are lower.
What are you having with it?
Tesco's campaign proved they had a better understanding of the modern consumer. Sainsbury's could do nothing to stop their rivals becoming Britain's leading supermarket.
Everyone in the Tesco business understood the objective, which was to overtake Sainsbury's. It was a clear common mission, and then to stay ahead, having got ahead. And I think that was clearly understood at Tesco. I think perhaps at Sainsbury's, insufficient attention was given to the fact that they might well do that.
But in America, there lurked an even bigger supermarket predator.
Walmart is the largest retail corporation in the world.
Stalking and undercutting the competition.
Walmart is determined to be the lowest price operator. They are ruthless in their determination to distribute product at the lowest cost.
Caught on a market security camera, the man who runs Walmart, David Glass, is checking prices, a common tactic. But this was more than a fact-finding visit. Mr. Glass used the information in a way that made headlines across the U.S.
Later, former Walmart CEO David Glass, seen here in the beige suit, was in Edmond to check out his new store and his competition. A Crest Foods manager asked him to leave.
Once he was asked to leave our store, he went back to the supercenter and said, I want to see how tough Crest is. Let's run them out of business.
Flexing its corporate muscle, Walmart slashed local prices so low they were making a loss on goods they sold. Crest Foods simply couldn't compete and is suing. Walmart has become a dirty word in the small town of Hearn, 120 miles due north of Houston. Hearn sits at the crossroads of Texas, where the wealth of America constantly rumbles through and where Walmart first arrived more than 20 years ago. Back then, it was headline-breaking news.
I was writing glowing reports of Walmart arriving, the big hurrah. You know, go out and see the rodeo, they're in town, folks. And we basically just rolled out the red carpet and kissed them when they arrived and said, what else can we do for you? We're so happy to have you here, and, you know, if there's anything, let us know.
Welcomed into the Walmart family, Edna Vinton was the assistant store manager and soon began to play by the Walmart rules.
Every department